Network2Work matches quality job seekers to available jobs that pay a decent wage and lead to family-sustaining careers. We do this by listening to local employers to understand their needs. We share that real-time job information with job seekers and with a network of community connectors, individuals who are well-known and respected in their communities, who identify job seekers who are fit for the job. When job seekers select a job they want to pursue, we talk to them and get a full understanding of what they may need in order to get the job they've chosen, like skills training, affordable childcare, reliable transportation, healthcare, and more. We connect job seekers directly with partner community organizations to address those needs. And we use award-winning technology to create individualized career paths for each job seeker based on what they've told us. And we can help them navigate that pathway every step of the way. We get to know the job seeker. We know the employers. We know resource providers. And we can help make the connections. At Network2Work, we connect real people to real jobs so they can realize their potential.
Hi, this is Ridge Schuyler, founder of Network2Work. First, I wanted to thank you for offering to be a connector in our network. Second, I wanted to introduce this short video that shows you how to use the technology platform that we built to connect people that you know with jobs that pay a decent wage and to the training and supports they need in order to get, keep, and excel in those jobs. Connectors, you are key to the success of Network2Work. Connectors are people who know the folks who are struggling in our economy and can receive real-time job information from our employer network and think about who you know that may be a good fit for that job. Using the technology platform that I will demonstrate, you will then be able to connect that job seeker not just to that job that will be a promising career for them, but also to the training and supports they need in order to get and keep that job. As indicated by this screenshot, the technology platform is available not just on a laptop, but also on your smartphone, so that no matter where you are, you can receive the job information and connect the people you know to the jobs that pay a decent wage and lead to family-sustaining careers. Employers in our network remind us that they do not hire based on a job seeker's condition, the fact that they need a better job, but based on the job seeker's capabilities. Are they interested and capable of doing the work? With that as background, let's look at how the technology platform works to help you connect the people you know to the jobs, training, and supports they need to get into work that provides a decent wage and a family-sustaining career. Let's now look at the main features of the Network2Work platform. When you log onto the site into-work.org, click the login button and use the credentials that you've been provided to log in to the platform. Once you've logged in, you'll be taken to the jobs page where you can refine your search by clicking this blue button here at the top and putting in the address or the zip code of your job seeker and indicating how far they're willing to travel using the radius button, and hit apply, and it will now narrow down the search to jobs that are within the region that they want to work. You'll notice that all the job categories and sectors are automatically selected. You can deselect the ones that the job seeker is not interested in order to further hone the search to areas of particular interest. And then you can start with the job seeker looking through the jobs that are available. Once the job seeker and you find one that might be of interest, you can click on it, and over on the right, there'll be more details about that job, a narrative that explains the job, the kind of salary that can be expected, a little bit about the employer. There's often a video that includes what that job might look like, so the job seeker can get a better sense of that. Down here at the bottom of the details, it will show the requirements responsibilities, and skills required for the job. If there's a career path, it will be shown on the last tab. And at the bottom, if the employer has frustrations filling the job, they'll be noted there, so you can use that in determining who's a good fit for the job. Once you found a job that the job seeker wants, you hit Start Job Track, and it will bring you to these pre-qualification questions. This is designed to make sure that people don't go after a job that they ultimately would not enjoy having or even couldn't get. If you can't answer yes to all the pre-qualification questions, it will direct you to a different job. But if you can, you click Submit, and you can now add your job seeker into the system. You fill out this profile, and it's pretty self-explanatory: first name, last name, phone number, email address, and you just follow along, entering the information. Obviously, the ones with the asterisks are required. And as you move down, you'll see that there is a requirement that you include the job seeker's income. And the reason for that is a number of providers in our network have income eligibility. And so this is the place where we collect that income information so that if there are programs that they qualify for based on their income status, it will match based on the information that is put here in their profile. Note that when you fill in the city and the zip code, the machine will want to populate that itself. So type slowly and let the machine find that city name or that zip code, and let the machine populate that for you. Sometimes you get an error message if you type too fast and the machine hasn't had a chance to catch up with you and recognize that zip code. So if you had problems at the end clicking save, it's often because the city name or the zip code was typed in too quickly. And here's where I was mentioning that you can put in that income information. Down here at the bottom are the job seeker's notification preferences. Do they want to be notified of upcoming appointments by email or by text or both? And what kind of notifications do they want? We have pre-selected all of them because we really think that the nudging that happens through the notification function is a very important part of this process. And so we like to keep all of those checked, but you can uncheck them if a job seeker doesn't want certain information. That will then take you to the survey, and only the first two questions in this survey are required. So you could just answer the two questions and hit submit, and it will connect the job seeker to enrollment. But the more questions you answer, the more precise our preliminary pathway can be. And as you can see, the questions are dynamic. So when you answer one question, it may open up additional questions that are follow-ups to that. So for example, if you don't have kids, it's not going to ask you any more questions about kids, but if you do, it will ask you more about that, how old they are, how many you have, and that kind of thing. Down here are the other categories of questions that we have, and these are all tied to resources that are in our provider network that we can connect job seekers to based on the answers in the survey. Once you've finished as much of the survey as you can, you hit submit. You can then hit the status bar on that job seeker's name on the roster, and you can see their preliminary pathway. What is open for them are all the instructions to get to enrollment. The other part of their pathway is preliminary and won't be finalized until the job seeker finishes their enrollment process. If you want, you can send the job seeker an email with this pathway. Note that it gets sent automatically even if you don't hit that blue button. Now, there are some additional doodads that are available on the Network2Work platform, and I will show some of those to you now. This is the dashboard view, and this shows the roster of job seekers that you're connecting to. On this screen, you can click over here and edit the seeker's profile, the one that I just demonstrated how you fill out. If something has changed, their address, their email, you can add it here, click save, and their profile is updated. You can also on this page change their job track, and this will give you a drop down of all the jobs in the system, and you can select from that if they need to change their job track. Another extra doodad is the ability to send messages to the seekers that you're connecting. You just hit this blue button up here that says new message, select your job seeker from the drop down, type in a subject line like you would for any email, and type in the content of the body of what you want to say. Note that if the job seeker says they want to be notified by text, this will be sent out in text format to their text. If they say email, will be sent as an email. If they say both, as you would imagine, it goes to both. So you can put a message in here if you want to send a little note to your seeker after you've connected them, and you hit send, and it will then create a conversation thread in the tool that you can follow over time. Over here on the upper right, you can see where messages, if you got a return message, that would be indicated there. The little person button is the place for you to update your own profile. So you can go in here and change your own notification settings. So you can pick how you want to be notified. You can pick what kinds of things you want to be notified about. Like you might want to know that the job seeker that you've connected is past due on meeting a provider, just in case you run into them again. You can give them a little bit of encouragement. You can indicate that you want to get notifications of new jobs that are posted. So all of that is available from that profile button. Finally, up here on the upper right, you can also change the language that is shown on the platform to choose a different language. So that's really all there is to connecting somebody into the Network2Work platform. You can hit the logout button once you're done, and that's all there is to it.